Hey, I got a question for you. Do you like donuts? Because I like donuts, and do I have a game for you? Freshly Frosted! This is a conveyor belt construction puzzle game where you are creating wacky combinations to solve puzzles and make the most yummy, tasty donuts in the world. So yeah, this is literally the entire premise is you start off, it's springtime, you need to make some donuts, and then you just go at it. You have to connect from where the donuts pop out of the machine and connect it to where they need to get stuff like sprinkles or frosting, maybe some whipped cream, maybe some cherries on top. It doesn't matter, but you need to fill in the orders correctly and you have to make the conveyor belts work. Now, what I've really found fascinating about this game is their approach to it. It is simple at first, making these puzzles. You know, it's not too hard. It's fairly easy and straightforward, but as time and time again goes by, and as the seasons go by, this game becomes very, very hard actually at times, and I really like it because A, it involves donuts, and I absolutely love donuts, and B, it's just fun. It's just straight up fun. And the more you progress through the game, naturally, the harder and crazier it gets. Not only will you have to create these wacky little conveyor belt combinations, you'll get things like pushers that will push your donut a certain direction, and swipers that will swipe your donuts in a certain direction, and even portals that will teleport your donuts to a specific area. And that is the charm of the game. It's easy at first and it becomes more challenging. It really does challenge your brain and just what you're trying to visualize. At times it can be a little bit overwhelming, but it is so stinking satisfying when you finish a puzzle and then you just watch the magic on the screen. Watch the donuts all get made, watch them go to the perfect order, and you just feel really good about yourself. And I think that's the magic of Freshly Frosted. And then the other thing that I found to be really charming about Freshly Frosted was the options in the settings. You have the ability, for example, to correct if you make a mistake right off the bat, undo certain actions. You can speed up the entire process, so if you don't want to watch the donuts get made, you even have an option to go into like the settings and basically do impatient mode, which will completely skip over that scene, which I don't know why you would want to do that, because in my opinion that's the best part of the whole thing, but you have that option. I think that's great. And I don't really have anything necessarily that's negative. I think there are some things that will be off-putting. I think the person that's voice acting in this game, yes, there's a person who's talking about the seasons and stuff and how it just makes her feel zen. She's trying to be calm and relaxing. It's nothing like special. It just kind of exists for the sake of being there. Like I said, I don't personally hate it, but it doesn't need to technically be there. And then for a game that really tries to give you this chill, relaxing vibes, it really seems counterintuitive when you have some of the most craziest contraptions and puzzles at times that can be very infuriating because you just can't quite figure it out. And then the hints, they don't actually help you too much. You can do a hint, which will give you a section of the thing, but sometimes even the hints just don't help at all. And then like all indie titles, again, sometimes it would be nice if I had some different varieties of music. It's very calming and peaceful, and then I do love when I solve the thing and I get to listen to the conveyor belts and all the machines go with the rhythm. That's really cool. But I would have liked a little bit of more music in the varieties, and even though they do have a tasty amount of different donuts, I would have enjoyed more than just doing the standard typical frosting and sprinkles and whipped cream. It would have been cool if I could have done some filled donuts, for example, just a little bit more things you could do. And I'm gonna recommend next time if they make a sequel to this game that they have it so you can build your own levels and build your own donut factory, for example. I think that would have been a really cool feature as well. But overall, guys, I loved Freshly Frosted. I thought it was a terrific game. I am so impressed. It is a sleeper hit in my opinion, so if you haven't tried this puzzle game, go do it. It's not very expensive. I think it's under $10, or maybe it's priced directly at $10, and I think it's worth it. I absolutely adore this game. It is a sleeper hit. If it came out last year, and if I had known this, it probably would have made my top 10 games from last year because I think it's just that fun. I give Freshly Frosted, for my letter grade, a B+. Yes, that high of a game. I loved it. It is a dang good puzzle game, and it's about donuts. It's the best thing since donut factories, guys. The best thing since donut factories. And this concludes my overrated review. Thank you so much. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel. Pelvic thrust your way to that, and I will see you on the next one. I am Bradley Overrated, out like a trout, praise be to Yevon, and I hope you have a great day. Take care.